You're doing good. That's a wide car. Yeah, I know it. I can't. So the turn signals, turn the turn signals on. Yeah, see, it's got the flashers that go both ways on there. Brake lights work. I really like them with a Sport Roadster tonneau cover on them. It just looks good. That's a good looking car. I want to show you this 1965 Ford Thunderbird we have here. And I got to tell you, it looks like a show car, just looking at it real fast, but it's not a show car. It's got a few little issues in the paint, nothing real giant. I mean, you can see how nice the chrome looks on it. It all looks good. This thing runs and drives great too. That 390 just works really well. But you can just see this whole car looks good. And it got these nice wheels on here. I like these nice wheels. It's got disc brakes on the front, drums on the rear. And you can just see, I mean, these are good looking wheels. They just set it off, I think. I really like the looks of them. And you just come down the sides of it. It's a nice straight car. It looks good. I think that this interior is probably original interior in there. I do not know that for a fact, but it doesn't look brand new, and yet it looks really good. And this guy we bought it from had owned it for a while, and he did a few things to it. Nothing giant or anything like that. But look how nice this interior looks. It's got the, you know, the bucket seats, and of course we got the cover off of it. And the windows work great. I don't know, you gotta have the key on. I think you gotta have the key on here for these to work. I want to show you the windows operating. So there you go, that window's going up. That window's going up. That window is going up back there in that corner right there. This one right here is going up. So, and then go down. Then I'm going to put this one down. I'll put that one down. And I'm going to put that one down. That window over there wouldn't even work and stuff, and so we put a new switch panel in here. Now the windows work good. So that's all we did there is replace that. So, and this of course has got this swing away steering wheel in here. The radio I think works, if I remember right, works good. Oh yeah.
Tell where it was in the middle of the boat sort of call thing, and then I mean,
maybe not the best radio in the world. The clock runs. I don't think it's keeping good time. It shows 1:25 and it's 5:12 right now. So that isn't working. The wipers work good, and this thing. I mean, you can just see how nice these door panels and everything look good. These doors close good. See, and I didn't close it hard enough. See, it just a little harder there and it closes good. Got the fender skirts on here, drums on the rear, and there's the gas tank right there. And of course, there's the tonneau cover that we just took off. So you can see the tonneau cover on the ground. There's a little issue in the paint, like right here. If you had it outside, I don't even know if you'd even notice that spot right there.
It shows up pretty good on the camera, I think.
Yeah, I know. Camera will show things up that you don't see otherwise sometimes. But you can look down the sides, it's good and straight. All looks good. And again, this side the same way. It's a clean car. And I like the way it runs and drives. I probably said that 5 times already, but it's true. Door closed is good. I mean, it all looks good. And again, I like the wheels that are on there. The tires got a lot of rubber on there, so they're fairly new on these tires. So I think you'd be real happy owning this car.
How big are those wheels? They're 17-inch
17
wheels?
inch. They're
Yeah, they look
17-inch wheels. They look good. We weren't sure the fender skirts would fit, but it came with the fender skirts, and so we put them on, and they work just fine. We're going to show you the headlights and the turn signals working here. There's high beam and low beam right there, and you got the turn signal. You got the park lights there, and there's your turn signal. There's the other side. The wipers. Oh yeah, and the horn works good. Wipers work great. So everything works good on this car. Start it up for you, and so you can see the backup lights working and the brake lights and turn signals. Brake lights, turn signals. Got sequentials, which is pretty neat. And the backup lights work. All works good. We're going to put the top up and show you the operation of putting the top up. And it's fun to watch. Now, as you watch this, it's going up, and it's going to go all the way up, and then it'll flip the flap there down, and that top comes out of there, and it just misses by fractions. There's hardly any room left over. You couldn't put your hand in it between it. Isn't that kind of fun to watch? I mean, you just don't get to see this sort of stuff all the time. Anyway, it's just neat how it goes all the way up. And the Roadster tonneau cover stays in place and everything, so it all fits just really well. Comes down, and all you got to do is clamp it, like there right now. See, you just clamped it, and then it's done. And oh, you got to keep going though.
Oh, you want me to do both?
Yeah, we'll put the lid back down.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Andrew was excited because we had the top all the way.
I thought it was done.
I know, you got to put this down. See, so that gets out of the way, and it tucks in underneath there. So it's got screws right here. You can see them right there, and they screw in and screw down tight. So there you are. And all you got to do to reverse it is do the same thing. It goes backwards. You got it unclamped here.
Yep.
So again, these right here, they screw around and they go right into a threaded socket there for it. And then so when it gets up here, then that lever right there, or that panel will flip up out of the way. Gets it all the way up out of the way. Now the top will go in. It works. They just work really neat. And that gives you a good idea how nice and easy it is to put the top up and down. Then you're ready to cruise. So I'm going to open the hood here for you. The lever is right down underneath here. You reach under there, and you can't go up because you got a safety latch right there. So you got a safety latch with it. Then you can see it's clean, and it's got yellow valve covers on it. That's just the way we bought it, with the air cleaner on there, with the Thunderbird emblems on there. And it's got power steering, and you can see it's got power brakes on it. So it's got power discs on the front and power rear. So you got all that. It's got this padding looks good on here. Everything looks good. This thing just sounds good. You see the bumper looks really good. Look at there, I got a little spot right there. Oh yeah, and the VIN number is right here, just where it's supposed to be. Does that close nice? So you think it's just a two-seater. Well, we'll undo this top right here. And it pays to open the door ahead of time. Makes it just a little easier to grab a hold of. And you just lift it off. And you can drive away in your four-place car now. Very easy. We put the top up so we could take it for a test drive down the freeway, and so you could hear a little better. Let's walk under the 65 Thunderbird and show you the underside of it. Show you this is the driver's side inner fender here, and I think that these are drain vents right here. And the reason I'm showing you that is because there's a spot on the other side that I want to show you. It looks like that drain vent might have been plugged with water and debris and stuff, and just rotted out a little bit. But the underside of this car is pretty solid for the most part. When we get up front, I'll show you a couple of spots that there's been some floor pans that have been cut out and replaced. So, you know, like I say, it's driver quality under here. It's not restored at all. It's been driven, and you know, it's never been cleaned or restored under here. It's probably all pretty much original undercoat under here. But like I said, everything's pretty solid. I mean, they don't see anything, no rust in the rockers there at all. Same on this passenger side. So we get up front here a little bit farther, and here's the passenger side floor patch. So that's right where your feet would sit, on the passenger side, and then come over on the driver's side, same thing. So, you know, I don't know if that's from water getting in, having, you know, past the top, or just people putting their wet shoes in there over the years, and just moisture just sitting in the floors, but you just never know. So anyway, you got lots of rubber on all four tires, and you can just see it's not smooth and clean and everything, but it's all intact. I mean, it's all there, runs and drives great. But you know, like I said, it's just kind of a driver quality under here, unrestored. Let's see if we can get a better view, overall view of the whole thing at one shot, maybe. Gives you maybe a better perspective there. I'll take some still shots so you can see some things in better detail maybe. That's a good looking car, isn't it? like this car. It runs good, it drives good. Rush hour. We're going to go down I-5 southbound so you can see how well this thing runs and drives. And it runs and drives great because I've driven it a fair amount. I've taken it cruising. I've been to Anacortes Sunday cruise the gut. We put the top up so I'd be quiet, but we're still getting a lot of wind noise in here.
Doing 65 miles an hour too.
65?
Yeah,
67 right there now, yeah, right there. There, okay. 74, okay.
Drives great.
This is the first time you've driven this car?
Yeah, I don't think I've had it on the road at all. I've just moved it around the parking lot, in and out of the shop. It drives great. No hands.
I know, I've driven it a lot, so I know how well it runs and drives. Brakes work really well, almost too well. You step on it, it stops. Took you down this short ride so you get a chance to see how well it runs and drives down the freeway. And now we're going to go around another roundabout here, and so you get a chance to see all that happening. What do you think of it now that you've driven it a little bit?
It's smooth and quiet. I mean, now that we're off the freeway, don't have any wind noise. It's quiet, no rattles or anything. It's a nice car.
It's a nice car. comes straight at you here. It's a good looking car. Everything looks good on it. We're back at Drager's Clubhouse now. Look at that nice car. Sounds really good too.